Alright guys, welcome back to another awesome how-to video, and we are going to be working on our 2013 Fiat 500 Abarth. For long-term viewing on this channel, you know that this car is called the Ghost Abarth, and that's because this is basically the kind of stockish one than mine over there, the 2015 500 Abarth. But we did purchase a LockOut kit, and this kit we did get at a last chance store. So it comes with a little baggie, a couple little baggies, and also it has various different tools. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to assemble one of the sticks, and then we are going to take the bumper off so we can not have the horn, because there's still somebody here in the Tesla, and also we don't want to wake up the neighbors. So without further ado, let me put together the sticks. Alright, check it out. You got that nice long stick. So what we're going to do with this nice long stick is we're going to try to achieve by reaching in towards the handle, and with the Fiat the lock is on the handle. So this is for demonstration purposes, guys. Do not get caught stealing cars, or do not buy a kit to steal cars. Do it if only you are missing your keys like we are for this vehicle. I just want to get in so we can put it in neutral someday and put it in the garage so they do not tow it, because this is not supposed to be parked here. So before we do get started and wedging the window, I'm going to try to put you guys down somewhere so you can see where we're going to wedge at. Already, I guess somebody tried to break in before, which is no good. We got some few spots right up here, but this car did have a broken glass when it was parked in another neighborhood. That's why it's not tinted over here, and why we chose this side, because the other side is blacker than black and we cannot see anything. So we are going to be using different pry tools today to try to get in there. I like this pick right here. Look at him, he's like, I'm gonna take off. So even better. So we're gonna try to use this to get kind of in between, so we can basically get our sacks and shimmy them in between the door just ever so slightly to give us some space. And these are plastic, so they're not going to scratch it. Now, particularly on this car right here, the horn button or horn thing is going to be right behind the bumper. So we're just going to kind of pull the bumper away, and with a little bit of love, we're going to reach right behind and locate our horn, and we can focus. It is going to be hard to see, but if you watch the intercooler video on the YouTube channel, then you'll know exactly where this horn is at, and yeah, we'll be able to take it apart. So let me get this horn off. Hold on. All right, so now with the horn off, we are going to use our pry wedge, and we're going to simply stick this right in between the door. Try not to ruin the gasket as well. So if you guys are doing this at home on your own car, just be careful not to break the gasket. So that little space right there, we're gonna kind of shimmy a bag in between and then pump it full of air so it's flat. When you do put this in there, you can see the gasket space. So let me put the bag in and I'll show you guys how it looks right now. Alright, so I know it's tough to see, but if you look right there, the bag is inside. So now what we're going to do is pump this full of air using our little thing that they provided. So this little thing is going to hook up to right over here. Okay, Cadillac in the middle of the night. Little ADHD kicking in, but let me slip this guy on top of this hose right here. Alright. You're going to see it start separating the door, and we're going to kind of use another pry tool, I guess, to move the bag into a better spot. This little valve thing is super cheap, guys. We got this made for like 10 bucks. So it's not too bad just for a cheap little baggie. But you can see we're starting to get some space in between the door. So that's where we go in with this long thing. And if we can get right between the crack, we're almost there. So if anything, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shove another bag down here, deflate this one, and then pop it open. So we're going to get our other bag. I think these bags are different sizes. The bigger bag is typically ideal for a door because you can get a lot more open. So we're gonna put that there. We're gonna decrease our air here. Hold on. There we go. And this is the same thing that they do, guys, when you do call a AAA service or anybody else like that. So this is for training purposes, guys. And got our little bag off, so let's put them back up here because the car is kind of dirty. And let's attach this one, and I'll show you guys kind of a rough skit. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Hold on. Alright, so sorry that the video is kind of chopped, guys. I was putting the whole tube together and then I hit the stop button on the recording. So did not get the whole entire process how I did it, but in the next slide it's going to explain how we got closer to opening the door. I'm going to push pause on the video. So put a baggie here, propped it open a little bit, right? Then we had a nice little stick in here, hold it down, put something over here, that's so we can slide it in. And now we're left with a nice fat gap due to our bag right there. And as you guys can see, I'm right there on the handle. So this is demonstration purposes only, guys. This little tool we did get at a last discounted place. It comes with different things. We can also use these to pry up clips. We can use them to do dash pieces. But these little bags, they look pretty cheap. They probably will pop over time. But for right now, they work. Actually, wow. We have two different plungers. I didn't even see that till right now. That would have helped out so much, because then you could have plunged one right here and then plunged one right there. Had the big baggie, of course, up there, but now with a little bit of motion, we're gonna go ahead and open our door. Let's see here. There we go. Everything comes falling apart. So these aren't from us. These are previous marks. You can see these are on top of the pry bar. So these aren't from us, but basically this little thing right here is going to go down the door, right? And it's going to help grab that handle and pull it out. So I'll show you when the door is locked. And when we put it in there, right, against the window, and we could just push it away. There you go. So there's literally no pressure that's happening on there, guys. This little kit was 10 bucks. I don't know if you can find one on Amazon, but it's pretty cool. You can see how the baggie works with just a little bit of pressure. We're gonna go ahead and quick release. So right there, get all the air out. This is a really cool kit. It does come with two little pumps, some pries. This is my favorite one right over here, because this one is nice and smooth. It's plastic. It's not gonna hurt anything, and it's pretty sturdy. This is just a how-to for your own vehicles, or if you have clients that need help getting keys out of their vehicles, or if you have a relative that is stuck at a shop or something and they simply lock themselves out of the car. This is really handy. Now this tool does extend even longer. We do have this just enough to kind of reach where we need it at, rather you're going from this way or this way, depending on where the lock is. I know on our Nissan Versa right over here, if we were to break into this car, or rather unlock this vehicle, the lock switches are down there. Same thing if we were to do this on our Honda over here, our lock switches would be at a different location. So you guys can see the cluster, well, the lock panel right there. So it would have to be kind of at a certain angle to where that little thing is going to be down there. So it varies depending on what kit you get off Amazon. I would say just look at a LockOut kit. I think they have this on Amazon. It's not too bad to invest into, but that's a simple how-to video, guys. Any questions, comments down below. Make sure to subscribe, and yeah, I hope this video was helpful, guys. As always, stay safe and stay chill.